Capricorn. How are my lovely Capricorn friends doing? I do have a bit of Capricorn in my chart for anybody curious. In Western astrology, I have a bit of Capricorn in my chart. All business. I have a running theme of Capricorns in my life as well. Family members, friends. I work very well with Capricorns. I tend to work very well with Capricorns. There's a good give and take in that process, in the flow there. At least from what I've observed at this point in time. What's going on here? Are we healing something emotionally? Are we feeling more in touch with ourselves here? Are we getting more in touch with our emotions in general, Capricorn? I'm hearing Capricorn moon. So, stepping into a place where we are getting more comfortable feeling what we're feeling. Feeling like it's safe to be vulnerable. Feeling in touch with actually what's going on emotionally. This also puts us more in touch with our intuition as well. Gifts and abilities that we have. Maybe a path that we want to follow too. There may be something more artistic. I'm hearing artistic inclination. There may be something more artistic or creative that you're exploring, that you feel like you're meant to be doing, that you want to be expressing. For some of you, there could be a water sign or an Aquarius that you're moving on from, as you wish to. This is somebody that's feminine. That is not a reference to any gender in particular, if one identifies with a gender in particular, okay? So it's like you're looking within, you're really reflecting here on what's going on in your emotional world, maybe even on what your intuition is telling you too. And it's like there's something that you're trying to figure out how you want to prioritize this thing in particular. I'm seeing a lot of duality here. And I'm seeing you recognize that what you want is to establish a nice balance between the ways that you take control, lead things out. I'm hearing operator. It's like the ways that you're kind of like the president of whatever it is that you're running, okay? And then also that time where you have to yourself, where you don't have those around you overwhelming you, and you can really reflect on what's going on internally. And there may be something going on where we're trying to balance that out. It's like you don't want to have to be the one that makes decisions all the time. And it's like, when can I have time to myself to be thinking about things and like recognizing what's going on emotionally? And maybe you're empowering yourself here and moving away from something that you feel kind of drags you down a bit. Something that feels chaotic. Yeah, it's like what you wish is for this cycle to end, whatever this is related to. Maybe you also feel like too much is being expected of you, Capricorn. And it's not that you can't do it, but it doesn't mean that you have, like, if you don't want to, you don't have to, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like when we get all the way to the center of your heart, Capricorn, what you want is to end whatever cycle this is. And you're being guided to really reach within, dig within, and find the inner strength to end end this. It's something that no longer feels substantial, no longer feels healthy to you, may feel a bit chaotic. And it doesn't feel right. It's almost like it doesn't fit anymore. Whatever this is that you're being guided to cut off. Whether this is a person, a job, a situation. I'm looking at Virgo. I'm looking at Aquarius here. These can be parts of your chart. This can be parts of somebody else's chart. Finding your way through an interpersonal relationship. Having patience, adjusting, adapting. For some, this is a job that you're moving away from to find a job that you feel more attracted to. For others, this is actually a relationship. It's like when you reflect, you're understanding what your intuition is telling you. And as you move through healing, you're recognizing that a relationship feels chaotic to you and you're ready to move. I'm hearing move out. Because it's like you want to sit back on your throne here, and maybe you were feeling a bit thrown off before. But I'm seeing you be very good with like taking care of things in a way where it's like there's a sense of stability that you're establishing for yourself here. It's like you may have really created things for yourself and you're recognizing that whatever cycle this is, it's no longer resonating with you and like who you're growing into. So you want to finish, you want to end whatever this is. Yep, and it's time to call judgment. Call judgment, or else judgment's going to be called for you, which means that even if you don't put an ending to this, there may be some divine intervention popping through here, which may end a situation for you, Capricorn. You're being guided to follow your intuition. I'm looking at Aquarius, Virgo. I'm looking at Gemini. I'm looking at Pluto, which is associated with Scorpio. And I'm also looking at Sagittarius here. I'm getting this notion where it's like you have this dream or this goal or this position that you want to step into, like something that you're striving for, and you're recognizing that if you stay in whatever cycle this is, that's no longer like relevant in a way to you. Like, you know that this thing is finished, whatever it is. Like emotionally, whatever that cycle is, it's come to an end. And you know that. It's just about actually ending whatever it is. But I'm getting to that there's like something that you're striving for, and you're recognizing that unless whatever old cycle that is ends, it's going to hinder you from stepping into like where you are aiming to step into now. Whether this is a position for like work, job, like a position in a home that you want to be taking up, in a relationship, something like that. And you want clarity, and that's what you're finding as well. And maybe there's something now that you're ready to communicate. This is like sharing a truth type of vibe when I see these cards together. Something we want to communicate, something we want to clarify. Being very... I'm hearing audacious. Being very audacious with our words. Like maybe bold in a way that you wouldn't normally be bold, or being very direct with someone. I'm getting this notion almost like you may like put your head down and be like, okay, I'm just gonna get this work done, and may not like advocate for yourself as much as you need to because you know that you can do things, but that doesn't mean that you have to do these things. It's also about understanding what you want to do and taking care of yourself. And maybe you're ready to communicate a truth, a confession, clarify something for somebody. But you're being called to take action and speak out. And to be very clear, to be very honest. To be pragmatic with the way that you're choosing to speak, Capricorn. And also to really think about what you want to say before you say it. And only say what needs to be said. It's like, don't feel the need to over-explain. Yeah, I'm seeing a message being sent out, delivery. I'm also hearing email. I'm hearing notice. For some, you could actually be communicating with somebody what you expect to be compensated for work that you're doing, for something that you're doing. And it's like you're finding out the truth about something here. Somebody that you're working with, I'm getting. Like some sort of collaboration that you have. I'm seeing this all be tied around your sense of security here. Whatever message, email, notice this is that you're going to be sending, you're going to be successful with this. Because you're advocating for yourself here. I'm hearing you're saying what needs to be said, Capricorn. And maybe you even speaking out about this was part of a goal. It's going to stabilize something for you. This can even be in a work environment for some. For others, this can be in a relationship that you have. But I'm seeing there's definitely at least one other person. I'm also hearing party. There's one other party that's in the mix with you here in this setting. Yeah, and it's like, I'm seeing you send this message. Something computes, something goes through, and it's like you reach a goal that you've been trying to reach, or you accomplish something that you'd been trying to accomplish, and I'm seeing you like take off very quickly from there. It's almost like you finished what you needed to finish, and now it's time to leave, to go somewhere else, to travel. You may even be taking somebody with you. Interesting. That may be a specific message for someone. It's like I'm seeing people actually packing up a car here to leave to travel somewhere. You could be moving your family actually. Or like moving house. Living situation. I'm seeing a lot of rapid movement after that old cycle ends. I'm hearing an offer you cannot refuse. I'm seeing Spirit come through and offer you something here. This may be from a company. You could be choosing a career that has to do with the sense of spirituality. For some, this can actually be working with some sort of organized religion. This can also be community work as well. Because the Hierophant can speak on, it can speak on your higher self, but when we talk about this in relation to the Knight of Pentacles here, we're talking about something that Spirit is offering you, something that you feel like is spiritually based, something you feel like is in alignment with the highest good in relation to like the community, something that would benefit like people around you. It's not just about like you and your progress and how you can step up. It's about an opportunity that would offer something to the collective. An opportunity that you specifically are being given, Capricorn. Like, directly from Spirit and your guides here. Very interesting. I'm also looking at Cancer. Cancer is ruled by moon energy, water energy. And that has to do with our intuition. And now I'm looking at Pisces popping out here, which is, again, about our intuition. So these are all very spiritually based cards. It's all like your higher self, your intuition. Whatever offer this is that's coming through, it's something that you're going to need time to think about, because you may not be able to perceive the whole of whatever offer this is. Like, it may also be coming through in a way that may be less tangible for you. Like, especially if this is communication from your guides and stuff about a position that you want to be taking up, or like an opportunity or an offer that is being granted to you. It's like something that you need time to meditate to like be able to perceive fully. For some, this can even be stepping into a position. I'm getting yoga for some. It has to do with like spirituality, spiritual enlightenment. So we're talking about Neptune energy here. This opportunity may materialize in a way that's different than how you expect it to. I'm getting that. But you're going to be getting clarity on this. It's like it may seem a little bit foggy now, but that's going to be cleared up. I'm hearing in time. This is something you're going to have to trust in the divine timing of, Capricorn. Things are in the works right now, I'm seeing. When we talk about also the Knight of Pentacles, this is a very slow moving energy. It's very steady and stable, but it's also very slow moving. And I'm hearing the Wheel of Time. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune here. This is something that it needs to time out correctly. So you're on the divine time scale, time frame here. And this may be why you're being guided to be patient. Because it's like there's some sort of waiting period that you're in. And Spirit is I'm hearing confirming this, okay? You have to trust in the timing. Yeah, it's like something needs to be resolved. That's why the timing is what it is, I'm getting. Maybe multiple things need to be resolved prior to this coming through for you. Like, again, it's like there's something that needs to fall into place first. Or maybe a few different pieces that need to fall into place prior to this offer coming through. When this offer comes through, it's definitely something guided for you. You're going to feel like this is in alignment. You have to be patient for whatever this is. Spirit is clarifying that to you. For some, this actually has to do with another person as well. I'm picking this up. If this involves you and another person, there's stuff that they have to go through right now. But they're like, they're almost like investing or planting the seeds for this to happen, but they're like in the middle of their cycle right now. And there's something that they need to do. There's like something that they have to accomplish. It's almost like there's a karmic test that this person has to do prior to your cycles lining up, like your karmic cycles lining up together. So this person is essentially on a different timeline than you are right now, Capricorn. I'm picking up. I'm looking at Taurus, Pisces, and Cancer here. This can be those parts of your chart. This can be those parts of that other person's chart. But yeah, somebody they need time still, whoever this person is. But it's like, it is predicted that when they come through, like, they're going to be able to do it, like, wholeheartedly, because they're having the time that they need to move through whatever cycle this is. And there may be some healing involved that they need to do as well. And there may be some action that they need to take. Like, I'm getting that there's definitely, I'm hearing performing. Like, they have to do something. Again, it's part of their karmic test. It's so interesting when other people's energies come through in, like, a signs reading. But yeah. So, the more you know. Is this a big surprise? Something we're not expecting? I'm looking at the Tower. A big surprise. A transformation. This is like a whole new chapter, a whole new cycle starting for people, like for you and also those around you as well. I'm looking at the Two of Cups. I'm looking at a plan. I'm also hearing traveling plans, and I'm looking at the Ten of Cups here. I'm telling you, you have to be patient to let this person finish their cycle. You're getting assistance, like learning about a karmic contract that's happening, I'm getting. Okay, we're going to end it there. I don't want to get too far ahead. Capricorn. Because as I said before, we're being guided to be patient. Okay, my friends. We're all finished for this week. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time. I would also like to say as well that just to go over those last few signs, I was looking at Jupiter. Jupiter is Sagittarius energy. I was looking at Taurus. I was looking at Pisces. I'm looking at Saturn. I'm looking at Mars, and I'm looking at Scorpio. All right, my friends. Until next time.